It was summer of 2017. Our call center executive Anand received a call. The call was about the cancellation of an air ticket. Somehow, while speaking to this customer, Anand could gauge the heaviness in his voice. And then he decided to be a little personal and to delve deep into understanding what this customer is going through. After conversing, he got to know this customer who was traveling from Pune to Delhi along with his 7-year-old daughter wanted to cancel ticket because of some unavoidable job circumstances. Anand could understood this. And then he asked for only 30 minutes before he could proceed with this particular cancellation. In next 30 minutes, what Anand did was amazing. He immediately rushed to the technology team. He asked the data analyst to pull all the PNR traveling in that particular aircraft. And he was lucky enough to find one lady who was traveling alone. He immediately rang up the lady and he explained her the entire situation. After knowing the situation, the lady finally agreed to take care of this gentleman's daughter to Delhi and drop at the IGI airport. Now, Anand decided to call back the gentleman and he explained him that, sir, somebody is already willing to take your kid to Delhi. Would you be fine with it? The gentleman also agreed. Now, I would pose two questions to you guys. Would you be fine handing over your 7-year-old little daughter to a stranger? Most of us would say no, right? Or let me put this question. Would you be okay to take care of responsibility of someone else's 7-year-old daughter when you are traveling alone? Most of us again would say no. But then what was the reason when these two, both strangers to each other, said yes? There was somewhere underlying trust, and this trust comes from the community they belong to. Yes, they both belong to the Indian Armed Forces community. The gentleman was serving here in Headquarters Southern Command, and the lady was wife of a retired army officer. And that's the power of community. But what Anand did that day was a true showcase of power of purpose, which can help build and bring community even more closer to each other. I am, being a war veteran kid, seen multiple challenges that the armed forces face every day. And the most recurring one is the travel, because in army, you are always posted away from your home and mostly in field areas like Valley or Northeast. When you're so away, you prefer to travel twice in a year. But since your leave almost get sanctioned at the last moment, it's very challenging to get a confirmed railway ticket. And I have many memories of traveling a family of 6 on merely 2 confirmed berths. It was there in my memory, and the first time when I got a chance to fly, and it was a flight from Bombay to Bhopal, and it was an accidental journey because I personally wanted to travel from Pune to Bhopal, but I could not manage to get a confirmed railway ticket, so I had to go by ST bus to Bombay and then to fly to Bhopal. What I saw in the aircraft, actually I was very excited because in railways you often being excited to talk to your co-passenger. I was excited that I will get a chance to speak to my co-passengers as well in the aircraft. But when I entered into the aircraft, both the seats next to me were vacant. In fact, from the 11F seat where I was there, I could visually see that almost 30% of the aircraft was vacant. And that was the eureka moment for us. When I came back to Pune, I, along with 2 of my friends, Priyaranjan and Ankush, we dwelled deep into the data to understand why on one mode of transport, you are unable to get a confirmed ticket, whereas on another mode of transport, you have so many vacant seats. What we found was very interesting. almost, and this is data from 2011 till now, almost every year, every day we are having 50,000 and more than 50,000 seats going vacant in all the airlines together. And the number is huge, 50,000 a day. And the number of vacant seats in the aircrafts going this much vacant is truly a problem. Whereas on any particular day, almost 40,000 army personnel with their families are traveling in railways. And this was a challenge that had to be solved. We decided to approach airline, and because in army you are entitled to get only AC3 and AC2 fare if you are below officer rank, we thought if we could create a different product altogether where the airfare comes at the level of AC2 and AC3, then these army people will start opting for it. After a lot of convincing, finally, 9W Jet Airways agreed, and in 2013 we launched first time defense fare in India. And we thought this product will be huge success amongst armed forces. But it was not. And the reason is beyond what we can think of. When we went to armed forces again, asking why you are not even using these defense fare which are created for you, most of the soldiers who are below officer rank, for whom we have created this product, said, because we feel that this airfare is only on airplanes are only made for affluent families. And that was the moment we started doing rampant presentation like this, trying to bring Hanuman out of them. With an example like even a trainee software engineer gets lower salary than you, so you have all the possibility to fly as well. And afterwards, still date, we have added almost 30 lakh soldiers below officer rank into the Indian aviation. But as we get closer to the armed forces, this was not the only challenge we had to solve. We get to see more challenges. And the one that is very peculiar in nature is about the Paraplegic Rehabilitation Center, Pune. When we were doing such kind of presentation, we happened to visit, I along with my team, to Paraplegic Rehabilitation Center, which is in Khadki, Pune. If you have ever visited, you will feel there is a lot of positive vibes in that place. Those people on wheelchairs could actually make you feel very good. What we saw there was very interesting. Paraplegic people are the people who have 2 limbs active, and the quadriplegic people are those who have all the 4 limbs inactive. Those who are paraplegic, they were engaged in some or the other activity during the daytime. So they were gainfully engaged. But those who were quadriplegic, all the 4 limbs inactive, it was very challenging for them to find a purpose throughout the day, a gainful activity throughout the day. And that was something clicked to us. I mean, if making life simpler for soldiers as a purpose is worthless if we can't do anything for them. We brainstormed for almost months, and one of the team members came up with the idea of setting call center. We were a little skeptical because even to operate a call center, you can talk, but you need to type to fetch the customer data. Even our software team decided that they will create something interesting where even if you punch 2 numbers, the entire PNR book with those 2 numbers will be start listing on the screen. So the entire team start working toward it. And since 2017, when we started this, till date, they have taken more than 3 lakhs calls so far. And this is one of its kind call center where quadriplegic people are employed in the world. As we get more closer, what we realize, even army wives who are talented, because of the posting of their husband at extreme locations, are unable to find a good job. And we have created a very similar setup under our program Utkarsh for army wives where they can take calls from wherever they are posted. Now, you all belong to one or the other community, be it the college from where you come to, your alma mater, be it the society where you currently stay at, or be it the village. You all are part of one or the other community. Do you have a purpose in that community? Because if you have a purpose in that community, that will bring that community closer, that will make that community even stronger. And that's the idea worth sharing. Jai Hind.